Bad news confirmed for the 49ers. It is indeed an ACL tear for Mykel Williams, the 49ers 2025 first-round draft pick who had a heck of a rookie season, even though it was cut short about halfway through. MetDeath Stadium strikes again. Nick Bosa, Solomon Thomas, ACL tears on consecutive plays back in 2020. And Mykel yesterday with the game already in hand for the 49ers. So unfortunate, infuriating, because that field in New York, they're going to put natural grass on it for the World Cup, and then they're going to go right back to this turf, which has already claimed so many ligaments in what is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You would think that the Jets and the Giants could do better. You'd think that maybe the NFL could even step in. It's fitting. I'm here at the Nashville airport, just flew here from New York on my way back home to San Francisco in a couple days. The Titans press box is behind me. Arden from the Titans, the former 49er. That might be the likeliest 49ers trade acquisition. I mean, we could talk all we want about Trey Hendrickson, and I know that Jalen Phillips went to the Philadelphia Eagles today. I know the 49ers really want Hendrickson, but the Bengals might hold out for a first-round pick in return. I don't think the 49ers are going to be doing that, but Arden another outside-in kind of pass rusher. That's the way that they've been looking at Mykel Williams. It's the way they look at Keon White, who had 33 snaps, second most on the D-line yesterday. Keon White, 49ers' highest pass rush win rate for San Francisco. So one trade acquisition has already been successful for the 49ers, and I think that the Mykel Williams injury puts San Francisco into a more desperate position to try to pick this defense up. It was not a great defensive performance yesterday, even with the boost that Keon White and Cleveland Farrell gave San Francisco. They're minus 8 points EPA. They were much worse against the Texans, minus 21, but this would have been a 3-touchdown blowout for the 49ers if they had played average defense. Like, the numbers corroborate what we saw with the eye test. Pass rush was better, but this defense still is lacking in many ways, and the league is wide open, and Mykel Williams getting hurt just underscores, I think, the need for the 49ers to try to bolster this defense before the trade deadline at 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. So Mykel Williams, a big part of the reason why the 49ers have improved from number 29 in run defense to number 7 in run defense. He has set a monstrous edge for the 49ers. He has been exactly as advertised coming out of his college career at Georgia, somebody who was the best edge setter in the entire college game last year. He has done that at the NFL level. I think that even though he hasn't yet developed as a pass rusher, and the 49ers knew that about Mykel Williams coming in, he has pushed the pocket really effectively. He's allowed for, especially back when Nick Bosa and Bryce Huff were both available, and Yetur Gross-Matos was available as well. He allows the guys that are winning one-on-ones to be more effective doing their job because he uses that insane length to push the pocket backwards. He uses length and generates power with it, and he did that so well over the course of the first half of this 2025 season. Really constricted the space within which opposing quarterbacks were working. I thought yesterday was one of Mykel Williams' best pass rushing days, and it's just a pity that the development now is going to be delayed because of the torn ACL. 3 season-ending injuries already for the 49ers on the defensive side of the ball. Nick Bosa went down first against Arizona for the 49ers, then Fred Warner got hurt in Tampa, and now we see Mykel Williams on that dreaded MetLife Stadium turf. 49ers cannot catch a break, it seems, but they are still 6-3, and Mykel Williams a big part of that early season success and that record. I just think that it's almost guaranteed that the 49ers at this point moving forward for that defensive line are going to need some reinforcements to make this a passable unit. And at 6-3, you owe it to the locker room. Somebody that's picked up their game, that has helped pick up some slack, that obviously has been a byproduct of all these injuries, is Sam Okuwanu. 5 pressures yesterday, led the way for the 49ers, and he had been carted off the field in Houston with an ankle injury the week before. So they've got overachievers, they've got guys that are helping pick up some of this lost production, but at some point, with how many guys have gone down, and we can now go back to the Yetur Gross-Matos hamstring re-aggravation in practice on Thursday. Ever since the last edition, which was Keon White, the trade, there have already been 2 more IR placements, because we're obviously going to consider Mykel Williams an IR placement. You lose Gross Matos, you lose Williams after you added Keon White. I mean, at some point it's hard to keep track of. That's why I've got my big sheet out there, and at some point we just have to stop in front of the Titans press box. Maybe I'll pick up Arden Key myself on this trip through Nashville, because that may be somebody who the 49ers add to help this depleted defensive line.